Go. Hello, everyone. Today, I'm going to show 2 more double knife sets onto the first 3 that I've already shown for my American Bowie Knife Fighting Society incoming. But for now, it's just American Bowie Knife Fighting. And the other part that goes to it is not only the weapons and the technique, but you have to have the mindset, all right, combative mindset, and you have to have that daily in your head. If you don't have it, you cultivate it, and if you have it, you maintain it so you don't soften or weaken. But anyway, what I just wanted to, kind of the thing that was bugging me up my, is the idea when it comes to fighting is that you say this across all realms, combat fighting. You never fight fair. 3 words. I can't make that. That is the premise along the lines, and then you take it all there. So you just keep that, and all of this training, this skilled, calculated, sought after training, whether this art or another art or whatever, that's what you're doing. You're improving yourself against the odds of the would-be thug who has no training. Is anyone coming? So you're already doing that. So training is a good thing. Training is always a good thing, you know. And I've learned over the years, 31 years now, I'm training at schools and everything. And the one thing you also have to come to grips with is you better be able to rely on yourself when it comes to training, because training partners come and go, and then they go, and people get fickle and all sort. And then you have to make your training a priority all the time, and your gear and everything else all the time. So. Joking. Okay. Yeah. I feel like Dexter looking at his knives before he starts. Definitely. All right, we're gonna get right into it, boys and girls. Again, training with live blades is serious. Just because you see me do it, don't do monkey see, monkey do. If you're not ready for it, because you will hurt yourself or someone else. Those who know that they have the skill to work with the live ones, they know, you know. But if you're unsure, be smart, okay? Get a training knife, make a training knife, buy a training knife, and start with that. And then progress to dull down live blades or training with the sheath on. But ultimately, you're going to have to, if you're going to be serious about your knife fighting, especially Bowie knife fighting, you're going to have to ultimately work with live blades, as you progress up in the thing. So with that, with my what do you call it? My concern statement there out of the way. And also, we always know that the Bowie is a lifesaver, not a life taker. All right. So, as with all of them, starting with the generic opening, brilliant one by James Keating. And here's the generic opening. Number 4. Okay. Well, I'm rolling. Let me do number 5. And then I'll break them down quicker than Downtown Judy Brown, remember TV? All right. Number 5. Yeah, 5, right? The stance will get good after a while. You'll get used to feel locked in here. Like, oh, it's like invisible seat or something. Okay. All right. Now I'm going out pretty full, hard intensity on those. You know, again, I don't recommend you jumping in and doing it that hard until you're ready to. But for somehow, expending that kind of energy is natural and easy for me. It's harder for me to restrain and go slow with things or anything. So I have to keep aware of that, keep working on it. And one of the things instructing and teaching does, I get out of it, is it helps me by teaching that thing, I reinforce it in myself, kind of thing. Not that I need to explain it to anybody. All right. Now, number 4 is just this, okay? It's the generic opening, which I'll break it down for new people once. It starts from your ready stance here. There's a hard chop, the right hand. Number 2 is a thrust over the arm, not under the arm. 2. Number 3, you step up to the line, you shift off, evading the attack, and then you deliver from low to mid. Then you back cut out of that, and with a thrust. That's the generic opening. After the generic opening, then begins the double knife set in the 4 directions that I'm doing them in. Okay. So let me do it from a different angle, give them a better idea.
Okay.
Off there again. All right, now I'll slow it down. All I'm doing is, after the generic opening, number 4 is just 3 snap cuts, alternating knives. 1, 2, 3, top half of a plus sign. Then I come with this side with this knife. 1, 2, 3, and now I come to my rear, alternate knife. 2, 3, now I come to this side. 1, 2, 3. Now I return to the front with anything that flows to you naturally. You finish off as you come back to the front. And then number 5 is a bit more complicated, but that's why I have a step up there. So I'm going to do the number 4 one more time and get another direction. Okay, another direction help. Angle here. Now it's alternating, same thing, 3 snap cuts, but alternating knives, each one. 1, 2, 3. I come to this side. 1, 2, 3. I come to my rear. 1, 2, 3. Finish off. Oh. Yeah, you're getting bad. But again, I'm teaching number 5 and I haven't finished number 4 yet. All right, and the final direction will be maybe show it like this. There's opening. One, 2, 3. So each direction is cut with only 1 knife, 1 arm, 1 hand, deliver 3 quick, fast snap cuts. Okay, to each direction. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. To my rear. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, very simple. All right, just picture. Picture in your mind just a plus sign. It's just a plus sign. Okay, so Now let me just show you how this translates easily into empty hand, how you're also training for empty hand attributes without the knives in your hand, the generic opening, okay? That's a hook punch, a punch here, too, coming off the line, evading, hitting, grabbing, pulling, hitting back, right? It just, that's in there. Okay, this show you another the 15 count close quarter. Just realized it's taking too long. So we're getting off track here with bringing that 15 count in, but I was bringing it this other. It's a Shaolin form white tiger. Butchered it pretty badly though. Pretty bad butcher, but something like that. But the point I'm bringing up with that is I went to double knife sets. It's the same thing. You know, you're still, just because, don't think for 1 second that, oh, it's useless because if you don't have these knives, you're not going to carry around with them all the time. But that doesn't mean they're not going to be at your house or at your disposable, and you should become boom. Now you're instantly lethal to protect yourself. Doesn't mean, you know, you shouldn't train in the art. All right. How's the time? Por favor. Okay. All right. I'm gonna end it in 3. Okay, boys and girls, let's get back to it. I'm gonna take out a different knife here. Yeah, maybe it'll show it really abbreviates things, okay? My Super Bowie, okay, which is a real knife, okay? So I'll do generic opening. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now, also don't, you know, I'm showing the double because it saves time that way. But obviously, if you don't have the double down, or you do these all with the single, and then until you can get a double. Or if you're comfortable, I would say start training with double 2 knives as trainers from the beginning, from the get-go. Okay, so that breaking that snap down with my Super Bowie. Okay, so both of the sets are of all this theory, 2, 3 of this. You know, now it's so brilliant that you get that in your repertoire as a trigger, as something to throw out, because that's where we're going to end it. Right, I'm going to get a coconut here and show one of these days. But other than back cut, which I love and adore, it's a whole other always a video on its own. But you have to have a few other things in your arsenal. You have the back cut and different back cuts. But the snap cut, all right, is so crucial. Just think for a minute here. All right, you're doing your snap cut. Good, right? I use a pinch grip. And I'm hitting with the sweet spot, okay? This big, heavy sweet spot. All right, I'm not trying to decapitate my target. I'm not trying to do anything else other than just try to lick them real fast. Bang, snap them in the head. You know, bang, real fast, and you will. And you get it. You know, it's right there, and I'm ready for it. You snap it out, but here's the beautiful thing too. If you practice it right, watch my motions of my body as I'm flicking this this deadly weapon, this thing out, right? This attack out. I can do it with strength, coordination of my body, and still pull my head back away from the target and all the knives. So, boom, I can still reach out and hit them, touch them fast and quick, and just at the same time negate my where I was previously even. And you're on the offense, and a good snap cut, you know, right to the thick of their forehead. Good chance you won't kill them, really, really. Unless you have a super duper sharp knife and hit it hard and put it through the skull. But one sharp whack, and you train for this. That's your main shot. As soon as you get it, you whack them, maybe even knock them out with the blow so fast and hard. And it'll crack it open. It causes a lot of blood, deterrent, and it's not lethal. And you don't only think headhunt all the time. No, more than all the time, sparring, knife sparring and stuff. I go for appendages all the time. Arms, people's arms, legs, different things, snip them down. You know, so you take that snap cut and you target their hand, their wrist. You know, where they're obviously holding the weapon, defending the snake, either back cut or an initial back, a snap cut. All right, and I'm going to end it now and leave it on this. That in the next video, I'm going to stop saying that. But the snap cut goes from here. So as the last review, from one side, number 4 with one knife. Lazy, I don't want to take a step. Number 4, slow motion, generic opening. It's very fluid after a while. It's good. Now, 1, 2, 3. One hand, one knife. 1, 3. Now to my rear. And back to this knife. Boom. You can mix these 3 up however you want. Just do it all with the same knife. In this direction. What to? Some of you wondering? Doing all this acclimates your body to work with the blade and to work with 10, 12 inches of steel or even more. And the more you do these drills, your body gets in tune with where's the danger spot, where's not, and you're not just like clumsy idiot, you know, playing with a lifesaver. So these, you know, the flow that you get with these is invaluable. And that's why it's such my enthusiasm for pushing it out and sharing it all the world, because you know, everyone, enough of the Bowie, Jason. I'm like, yeah, we can so much. It's a true friend. And with that, I'll leave you guys. I had a little announcement. Just my new usual people are interested in training. They live in my tri-state area. Email me. Do not call me. I know you will answer it with disrespect. Email me. We'll go from there. jasonmoad@gmail.com. Strong, get power, go over. And one more thing, kids. Always remember to be able to go long, be able to go long, be able to go alone, and be able to go without and still go.